Hi, it has been a while that since I made my last video on State of Survival, and it's not that I stopped playing after that, I just didn't have anything particularly interesting to share, and I don't want to just make videos daily or weekly just because I can. I feel I have to add some contents, but now it's some time ago, and I thought it's good to let you guys know, if you're interested, what my focus has been. One thing that I have focused on and that I will keep focusing on is improving my VIP. I have spent quite some biogaps that I got from the various events, a lot from the survival of the fittest. I use those to get to VIP 7. The nice thing about VIP 7 is the daily legendary hero fragment. My next goal, but that is really still quite far away, but I just keep working on it. Of course, claim the daily free points as well, but also keep using biocaps. I don't use all my biocaps, but a fair amount to work towards VIP 8. VIP 8 has as a nice benefit the extra March slot. From the legendary hero fragment point of view, nothing changes. That's a bit unfortunate, but the March slot is very nice for gathering, and especially during gathering events, it just gives you an extra edge. Talking about gathering events, I think I mentioned that before, but maybe not everybody knows. If you focus on gas tiles, you get more points. Basically, for every 4 gas tiles that you deplete, you get a points the same as 5 food, wood or metal tiles. But that was a side remark. So, and of course, want to keep working on it after that as well. The jump from 8 to 9, I don't remember how many points, but that's a lot of points. But at least you get an extra 2 legendary hero fragments each day. It's still all quite far away, but that's one of my focus points. I have just been participating in the events very well. I focused on it a lot, at least. The survival of the fittest, this time I ended up in the 20 to 50 points, so 10 fragments for Zoe, and that I think was around rank 41 or something, so that's fine. The festival event that is just finished, I think, I can still have reached all the rewards here, so that's nice. That was I cannot show it anymore, but I think here there were also maybe, I don't remember, 3 or 5 legendary hero fragments in there. That's really quite beneficial. Haven't spent anything on this. Of course, if you spend, you get more, but wasn't too interested. At a certain moment I was looking at the ranking and I thought, okay, it's just going to cost me too much speed ups at that time to get extra, and even that wouldn't give me a guarantee to get into the top 50, but basically I just try to have a look at what is the cost benefit, and this time definitely the cost was higher than the benefit. It wasn't even certain. That's always the problem with ranking. I think overall for an event ranking 71st is quite nice. But it doesn't give any reward. So yeah, to end up with the top 50, that was just too expensive. Too many people spending large amounts of speed ups and biocaps, I guess. But I'm quite happy with the regular rewards that I got anyway. So that has been, actually it's just been business as usual from that point of view, focusing on events and getting rewards there, helping me grow further. I'm a bit switching between 1 and 2 construction queues. I feel like I don't really need the second one anymore. Only in some situations I wanted to speed something up or go a bit faster. I've been having a focus on getting my hospital capacity maxed. Let's grab this one. So I have my hospital to 30, and that is part of it, but the more important part is the more beds projects, actually, that is giving more benefit. So currently I upgraded my research facility to level 30 so that everything is unlocked. Currently I'm doing the second one of the last more beds project. I plan to do the last one, although I'm not completely sure. I might switch it with something else, which is I might do something from the War 3 to Combat 3, maybe increase my march capacity a bit. It's nice to mix it up a bit, but more beds definitely very important. Our state is relatively peaceful, but I feel something might be brewing, and it's always good to have a maxed out hospital capacity. So the hospital capacity has the direct benefit, of course, of your how many wounded troops you can have in your hospital. It's always nice to have a large amount there, but it's also for your enlistment office. The capacity is determined by the hospital capacity. It's 4 times the hospital capacity, and that's very important, that if you get a hit and you have a lot of troops, ideally everything is covered by the enlistment office, because if you are hit, first your hospital capacity is filled up, and after that 80% of the troops that die don't really die but go to the enlistment office. So it's very important, if you have a very large army, that your hospital capacity also makes sure you have a very large capacity for the enlistment office. So that's something I'm currently working on, and I can suggest to everyone to do that as well. From a hero's point of view, that keeps being a very important part of your account, of the boosts that you get. Currently I'm very close. I can do this actually. I'm very close to getting Ash to the next rank, Lieutenant Colonel 1. After that I probably wait a bit with improving her further, because after that it becomes very expensive, and I'm currently thinking about after that getting my Zoe up further first, so focusing my generic legendary hero fragments on Zoe. So that's something to work on for me. I'm waiting because although I spent a lot of my biocaps on VIP, I also still participated in race plays, and I still have tomorrow for a free spin, and then I can grab this 6S fragments. Maybe I'm lucky and get 1 or 5 from the spin itself as well. And after that, then I probably will upgrade my Ash the next time an event comes along for hero upgrades, and that is after that I can focus my generic legendary hero fragments to Zoe. I would be quite happy if I get my Ash to that level. With Maddie and Frank I'm still a bit further away, but that is also not too far away from a next major rank. I'm currently here, but so still 100 away for the next major rank. I'm not using the legendary hero fragments for her, because I feel I quite easily get Maddie and Frank fragments, so I'm going to wait with those for the probably in this case Zoe. So survival of the fittest. Each time I try to grab 10 for Zoe at least, and then use my legendary fragments for her as well, and in this way working that up. And with Maddie and Frank I'm going to just continue, because we keep getting fragments, but it's going to be tough to get her further. 170 is already tough, 120 fragments is going to be tough, but there is no reason not to keep working on her. Okay, for buildings, I'm just finishing everything up. I'm currently, of course, also, but I wait with that for events. Currently, I also don't have enough, but I have now 2 sub-levels, so still 3 sub-levels to go to 1 star. I'm waiting with using those during during events where I can get some points for using these and points for using speed ups as well normally. So that's something to focus on, and in between, while I'm waiting for that, I'm upgrading all my buildings, but it's a bit of a problem. I will, not very soon, but also not a very long time from now, I will just have upgraded all regular buildings, and it will just be those special items that prevent me from upgrading the other buildings, and that's kind of limiting the amount of points I might be able to score with construction speed ups. That's a bit of a problem. For research, luckily, there is still, the last research level is very expensive time-wise, so there I still have a long way to go, but construction actually not that long. So that's a bit of a problem, but we'll work with that anyway. And that's the same. I mean, I could upgrade a lot more heroes. I have a lot of fragments for my purple heroes, but I just try to, as long as possible, be able to score points with heroes and legendary fragments. I will never have a lot, but for those other fragments, you can just grab things either directly with the normal fragments or with exchanging them from generic fragments. So that is something I'm going to keep doing to get points for events, because that's what it's all about. I think those were the major things I've been focusing on. Don't know if I already mentioned it, but mentioned it in a previous video, for sure not in this video, that my first was able to unlock my first 3rd level hero gear set, which of course also very nice. But that is just a very long and time consuming process to get this to the next level. Cost 270 of those design fragments, and I first need to have another 300, 150 for this one and 150 for this one to get all my hero gear to the next set. And that means doing a lot of influencer traps, because that's where we get those. Still haven't spent anything, so I'm really dependent on that. With my chief gear, I'm already stuck to the payment barrier, so to say. And one last thing, while I'm also doing all these building upgrades, I'm working towards those, just working along those missions, and that way I can upgrade my chief a bit more, and that's of course also good for a combat point of view, but also for an economy point of view, to have more points that can be assigned. Okay, maybe a bit longer than I wanted, but that's the update. That's where I'm at with my account at the moment. I'm quite happy, but I also have to say, okay, what's my ambition in this game? As long as I'm not going to spend, I will never be a good rally leader for my alliance when we do combat, when we fight for the capital, or later when we are going to fight against other states. So I'm just going to develop my account well. I still want to contribute as with solo attacking and as a rally leader with the influencer trap and with other events. The important rally leading I'll leave to others who spend more, who have better stats, better heroes. And I hope to contribute to my alliance by being a good rally filler as well, and by making sure I'm so strong that people don't have to worry about, and I don't have to worry about being solo attacked by stronger players, that they would not do that, because they will suffer significant casualties yeah, by being a good rally filler, I do work towards, as fast as I can, work towards getting my troops to first star, and then hopefully also eventually to second star and third star, because that really helps a lot as a rally filler if you can submit stronger troops to the rally. So first goal tier 10 troops, after that getting those stars. That's really going to yeah, help your alliance doing better as well. So if you have a few good rally leaders and many people that can fill those rallies, that's very important as well. And not everybody is going to spend a lot of money to be rally leaders, but the rally fillers make an important part of an alliance as well. Okay, well, that's really it. If you have any comments or any questions, if you want me to make topics about certain specific videos, I think I still have a couple on my list, but feel free to remind me or ask again. That's always much appreciated, and thanks for watching this video.